Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 67 of Kenshi. So to go over some tips. First things first, I want to get my main crew starting to move. So I'm going to have them follow Ron once the zone loads. And Ron, actually I'm going to go back into Stoat. I'm going to sell off the weapons that I have and trade in the bounties that I have. I'm not that worried about the rep with the Shek. They already love me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Tips. So first tip is from Sokar and Legolas Guk, and it is that the prisoner here needs Assassin's Rags to be able to fight properly, because without Assassin's Rags, he ruins his fists when he fights. So that is the first tip here. What I'm going to do is to get him all healed up and ready for more rounds of fighting, unless I can find a better unwilling participant. I don't want to spend a lot of time searching for someone that will fight me, but he's pretty screwed up, pretty banged up, pretty tooled up. And we'll be in a recovery coma for a bit. So what I'm going to do is put all my weight encumbrance down and maybe look around to see if there's any, because there's often fighting here between cannibals and fogmen, to see if there's anyone to abduct. That's going to be my goal. Agnew, you are going to do the furnace before following Gecko. Let's clean up some of these arms that are lying around. Shrike, I want you to crank out some Assassin's Rags so that our sparring partners don't get destroyed so quickly. So let's queue that up. And then additionally, I'm going to have them make some samurai boots. That will actually slow the run speed of the people we're sparring with. So if they, for whatever reason, get out, we can nab them. So we're going to look for a replacement, but while we look for a replacement, we'll keep that scrawny cannibal in there, just in case we don't find a replacement. Looks like we have a cannibal raid incoming. Yes, a rather sizable one. So let's get people on the turrets. And turn them off of passive so that they actually fire. Agnew, jobs are off. Don't stay close to Gecko. Stand at the gates. So we're about to have our hands full of cannibal raid. While this happens, I am going to turn in my bounties. Grand Wizard, I think, is the only one I currently have. And then sell a bunch of stuff. Alright, you could take the Grand Wizard, and it's 5 in the morning, so I'm going to wait outside of the general goods store. No, that's a noble house. Where's the general goods? Here it is. Wait for that to open. But this might be a little bit more interesting. Let's see how these cannibals are going. Molly. AI. I want to shoot first, ask questions later, right? Yeah. Why aren't you shooting? There we go. Nope, Bard, stop. Go to the turret. You use your sticks and stones, not your words. There we go. Now we're actually shooting them down. Inevitably, they pop the gate open. That's really no surprise at all. Chung, I don't want you first. Don't want you to be the first man in. We might get a willing participant for the fight pit in this grouping. We'll have to see. We did just slaughter them real good. But ideally one that doesn't need a bionic leg, so that if there's a case where they get away, they aren't walking away with expensive body parts. Like this one. I'll just pick them up for now. And walk him down to the gate. Shrike, you have work. Go be passive. Molly, you have work too. Oh, but you got hurt. Alright, Agnew, I want you to switch prisoners with Chung. So first we're going to loot his pants and limb. And then we're going to pick him up. And we're going to discard him. He's old news. Give this one pants. Take his weapon away. I have no idea where you're going, Seto, but my guess is I don't want you out there. Alright, Bard back on jobs. Gecko back on jobs. And I'm going to have everyone that got hurt heal up. Just so that we're ready for a potential next fight, if there is one. That raid failed, no surprise there. Alright, we did some doctoring. They'll all be patched up real soon. So down here is the weight, the wooden backpack, and a prisoner to fight. And assassin's rags, perfect. So we'll grab the assassin's rags and we'll grab some food to give to this prisoner. Oops, wrong. Oh, great, now I stole it. Hilarious. Oh, whatever. I don't care if it's marked stolen. It's not like I intend to sell it. Super encumbered and ready to go. Perfect. Agnew back to work. We've got a lot of limbs to burn. Pingu ought to be healing up too. Gecko's healed. Bard is healed. Bark is healed. Aramid, not yet. Molly's healed. Molly back on jobs. Alright, this gate got destroyed. I'll have to repair it. So what I can do is set Seto up to be our engineer. She's pretty much fully healed, so I'll have her do some engineering. Aramid, you're good. I'm going to have you help repair the gate as well. Nope. You immediately refused. got reprioritized elsewhere. All right. I'm getting Chung out of bed, even though he's wounded, to just get this gate repaired. It's useful to have a fully repaired gate so that we can use the harpoons, because without the gate, the harpoons aren't going to really protect us very much. And let's get these guys moving. I don't want to hang around all day and do nothing. So let's go and trade off old Eels crosses, buy the armor plating. And they can't afford anything else. Let's see if there's like an Eels cross for me to buy. Nope. Nope, not even bolts to buy. That's a real shame. Shopkeeper can't afford anything. What about the swordsmith? He can afford this. Can he not? Yep. Well, he has really crappy swords. I'm going to check the rest of my people to make sure that there's no items I've forgotten about. No, it looks like we're good. Let's follow Jane's. And Jane's, you are going to head to Meat Lord. One of the bounties of the cannibals I had not gotten to. Alright, so are you trying to tell me that the rest of these guys are, yeah, they are kind of alive. The one I'm holding is... There we go. Now what I need to do is I need to fully repair this gate so I can start repairing the fight pit gate, because I can't really use the fight pit unless the gate's repaired. I'm going to start prioritizing engineering a little higher so that we don't have a lot of gate downtime. There, that'll be better. Oh, look at him crawl. All right, Agnew, why are you aimless? Because they're dying? No, this one's dead. Yeah, some of them are dead. All right, the main gate's fully repaired. This side gate's going to get fully repaired. And then this guy is going to get to spar. All right, I am now encumbered. I'm about to be super encumbered. Doors closed. Set the cannibal free. And spar time. Now this cannibal won't wear out his fists because he has the proper assassin rag. So this is a very good way to train my strength with really no threat. And I'll just keep swapping in new slaves to do it, new cannibals or whatnot. Someone's targeting my raiders. I am moving through paladin territory, so it might be a paladin. Is it? No, it is a outlaw swordsman who has a bounty. I'm not really all that interested in fulfilling UC bounties. unless they're named, so I'm not going to bother with them. And the reason being, I don't really like the UC. I don't really like slaves. I don't really like slavery. So why would I ever help slavers fight rebel farmers? In fact, I want to ally the rebel farmers eventually. Maybe. We'll see. So we're heading on Luke O'Keefe's tip up north to Darkfinger for one more cannibal bounty that I overlooked. Chung, you are done with copper. You're now back on iron. What I should do is I should just build another iron mine. But I don't want to reinvest too much into this base. Oh, you know what I could with Chung? Chung, I know what to do. You are going to use books. Ancient science books. There we go. We had a lot of them stockpiled. We don't need to stockpile them all. Agnew's having a real hard time incinerating bodies without having her task constantly reset. I could just make an incinerator out here. That might be easier. But it would also sort of... Whoa, that was weird. It would also somewhat defeat the purpose of using this as a way to train athletics. Okay, so for a point of reference, we have 28 strength now. And we'll see how this increases. Unconscious for a long, long time, and limb trauma. Trying to travel quickly. What? It does not look like he's trying to travel at all. I like putting them down like that, you know, having them float into the air. What is wrong with this dude? Put him down. Oh, nope. Boop. What is he, Air Jordan? Is he the Cannibal Jesus? He doesn't walk on water, he flies in air. I don't know what's going on with that. I also can't seem to pick up this cannibal, like, at all. There we go. And there's some at the top of the tower as well. We are getting targeted probably by cannibals in a cannibal village. No, by more outlaws. Come on, farmers. I'm not against you. Just leave me alone. I'd rather not kill you. Crap. Seto is not in combat. Why not? Did this guy get bored? I'm feeding you. Yeah, you better keep punching me. Now here's Air Jordan. Looks a little less sexy when he's crawling on his hands and knees away. So I think Shrike was supposed to make more white plate. Yep, she's still working on it. And then we're supposed to be making some katanas. Who doesn't have an edge one? So we're lacking 2 edge ones. Molly has 2 of them, so we're lacking 1 edge one. So this is the last katana I'm going to be making for a little bit. And then I'm going to have Molly help with plate beating. to get some more armor gone. Alright, so we have some additional edge ones for our home crew to use, so that if we get invaded, they have something to defend themselves with. Molly's keeping the fabrics going, which is good because their fabrics kind of ran low. And then when she's idle, she should be plate beating, or when she's done with all the fabrics. As you can see, she's barely able to do the plate beating because she's really getting the fabrics moving. All right, Seto's still getting attacked. That's wonderful. Hasn't bugged out yet. Agnew is signaling that she's done, so I'm going to have her force follow Gecko. And we'll close his gate, because I don't see that this dude's going to die anytime soon. He has limb trauma and, like, refuses to stand up. Seems to be fine. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that scrawny cannibal. Oh, I know. That's the one that that we were previously using as a dummy. So this limb trauma is already attended to. So he's just kind of laying there. I think because he has prisoner tags still or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter in the big scheme of things. All right, so here we are in northern Darkfinger looking for, what's his name? Meat something or another. I forget his name exactly. But it's the bounty I forgot about up in the village. This is the last of the Cannibal Lords. So the Cannibal Lords are basically the Grand Wizard, and then you've got Meat Lord, and the rest of them are just random sort of cannibal chiefs that don't really have names. So I'm here for the Meat Lord. And he is a big honking massive dude, so he should be hard to miss. Oh, Beep's going crazy again, screaming about how he's the best. Alright. Looking in these shacks. Oh, yeah. See the dude that's like a full 3 feet taller than everyone else? That would be Meat Lord. He's not that tough, but he is noticeable. If we zoom in, he's a little bit taller than everyone else. Honestly, that Cannibal Chief put up better fight than Meat Lord. Let's first aid them all. Pick them up with the robots. There's probably other Cannibal Chiefs here, but I'll take a look in a second. I'm just going to poke. Oh, bunch of raw meat. That's gross. I know exactly what that means. That ain't meat. Should be called foul meat. I know where that came from. Oh, look, they're all sleeping. 1 chief, 2 chief, 3 chief. What if I sneak? And I have no chance to KO. I have a high chance of pissing them off, though. Got caught stealing. There's nothing really worth stealing here. So let's go ahead and... So that chief that I found did not have a bounty. Not all of them do. Some of them do, some don't. I'm not exactly sure I know the difference. Also, pretty sure I don't care about the difference. I'm just poking around to see if there's anything worth stealing, but these guys are pretty poor. And if any of them have bounties... Oh, here's Assassin Rags. I like how I get caught stealing and I just go ahead and steal again. Whoever's catching me, stop. These little micro shacks. Sometimes I wonder where their armor comes from. Probably from victims, but you never really know. Alright. Quit it with your detection of me. Fine. You want to detect me stealing? There. Really? Seriously? There we go. Yeah, these shacks don't seem to have much. I think I just checked them all. There might, like I said, be some chiefs in here. I'm not sure I really care. I mean, 10 grand is a lot, sure, but I have 575 grand, so I don't know. I'll do a quick sweep, see if there's any chieftains in here that I can turn in for bounty. Most of the ones I've found so far haven't had bounties on them. Yeah, like this one. No bounty. Alright, so Meat Lord here is wanted by the Shek. Sadneil, you move at 19. We're going to follow Sadneil. And where's the other... Weekay? I'm just going to have you drop this Cannibal Lord. I just don't care enough. He's not named or anything. So we're going to leave First Village now. And we are going to head, crazy enough, to the scrap house. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money to spend, and the scrap house is a really good source of Edge 3 weapons. So I'm going to look to buy some of them. Spend some cash. Oh, you're no longer getting attacked. I don't even know where the dude went. Oh, no, he's there. Here we go. Back at it. Hope that doesn't become a thing. Oh, we are getting attacked from more cannibals. Whoa! Cannibal Space Program. That's got to be like, that's got to be a few hundred feet up. Maybe not. I don't know, 150 feet up? That's pretty good. I'm going to start calling these guys Team Rocket. Who wants a massage? I don't know what's going on. They're hitting on each other or something. I don't want to know. Alright, Sadneil, you are the slowest. Oh, everyone was supposed to be following you, but they all forgot to. Brilliant. Come on, guys. Follow Sadneil. He's not that bad. He's a bit of a downer, but he's not that bad. I think they all just got wrapped up in combat and sort of forgot what I had told them to do. In fact, there seems to be a constant forgetting of this cannibal here just like despawns and doesn't fight. Ooh. You got some licks in, didn't you? Despawns and then doesn't fight Seto anymore, which makes strength training really, really challenging if I'm not staring at her get punched. Which is interesting, because that never happened with Ponk or with Screamer. Maybe because they're unique named, that they don't despawn in the same way. But it's not like this guy disappears. Obviously, this is the same one. He's wearing the same armor and everything. It's just every time I look back, he is invisible, let's call it. So most of what I have left to research involves AI cores. So AI cores are the... Oh, look. I look away for not even a full moment. I didn't even really fully look away. Where is he? Come on, this sucks. Where'd he go? I know he exists. The problem is I can't possibly stand toe-to-toe with Ponk or the rest of them. So it has to be some unnamed nobody. There's really no viable alternative. But if the no-name nobodies constantly despawn, I might try a Fogman. Is this dude gone? Like, I think he's legit gone this time. I'm not going to bother giving them pants anymore. Let's get another assassin rag. Unencumber yourself. Oh, he also took the big old backpack full of stuff. That's not so cool. He took the big wooden backpack full of ore. I can make another one, but like I said, not so cool. Yeah, he's gone. Maybe he's part of a raid party, and that raid party was despawning. That would be my thought as to why that happened. Which means if I could find a good old boy Fogman hanging around here, they're not part of raid parties. They're just part of the atmosphere. And as a result, they should stick around and not disappear on me. To be quite honest, I think the whole disappearing on me is probably a bug, but... Alternatively, I could try to find someone tied to a stake and use them too. I don't want to go too deep into the fog, especially only as a duo. Oh, they're getting targeted. Cool. Only by a few. Perfect. Who is the least murdered? This one. Checking on the raiders, because I've been discovering some stuff. Just some ravished hamlets and old guard outposts. Nothing all that interesting. Alright, this Fogman better not despawn. I'll be none too pleased. Production queue empty. That means that you have the rags on you. Give them up. Shrike. Alright, Seto. Now we're going to have to make a new encumbrance backpack. I'll do it with copper. So that's just what I have on hand. Because I think, out of ore, iron ore, entirely. Yep, I really am. And what else? Where'd the leg go? I removed the leg off the prisoner, didn't I not? I'm almost certain I did. Because here he is with limb trauma. He's dead now. But we 100% removed his limb. That's odd. It was only a KLR for toughness, but I'm almost certain I removed it and kept it. Looking around, that doesn't seem to be true. Maybe it's in one of the backpacks that I had overlooked. I guess that's what I can hope for, is I remembered it and put it somewhere it shouldn't be. Knowing me, it's probably gone. All right, Fogman in assassin rags, done. Wearing the backpack. You don't need to wear the backpack, Fog. You could just hold it. All right, checking these backpacks. No, it's not in here. Nope, just your standard encumbrance stuff. All right, well, we're almost over that coma. We are getting attacked by, looks like gorilla. Oh, paladins. I thought you looked like gorillas. That's funny. You're all gorillas to me, Mr. Paladins. Go away, farmers. I'm not against you. We're getting all the tech that an ancient science book can get. Oh, nice. We got the Masterwork white plate. I'll set that aside. That's going to become Seto's. We also had boots, but now that we're using a Fogman, it's not like they can wear boots, so that's kind of a moot. Molly and Shrike are working on armor plating, which will allow me to queue up more armor. One thing I need to do that I had, let's call it not forgotten, is make some more drifter pants. Because we have some of our raiders, Hobbs and the rest, Hobbs, Mew, Crumble, and Stubbs don't have good pants. I'm real eager to try to get this training working again. All right, I'm going to put a regular bed in here, hoping to speed up the healing process of my sparring partner. I like how they're all grabbing fabrics, but only one of them is, or two of them are going to use them all. All right, go put away your excess fabrics. I can this time wait for the recovery coma, but in the future it might be faster just to recover them through the bed. And if they get out of the bed, big deal. I'll just immediately start sparring. Here, Mr. Foggy Man, here's some food. Oh, you're actually very well fed. You're better fed than I am. Maybe I'll take that back. No food for you. You can call me the Dustwitch Nazi. So I think the fact that Bard is cranking out bolt longs like crazy is depleting our iron. So what I'm going to do, let's check his crossbowsmith is pretty good. He still makes high quality. But what I'm going to do for him is to force him to contribute to the iron resource and then put him back on crossbow bolts. Because he's using up all our steel. And those bolts are going to be useful, but at the moment I might want the steel for other reasons. Okay, we're getting the pants out. You are conscious. Seto, set to block, correct. Set free. Punch me, please. And please don't despawn like the last one. Just keep punching me. Checking in on the raiders. They have gotten most of the way there, actually. Nice. And they're all together, presumably? Hopefully. Seems it. Swell. This rune is very interesting, but I'm not ready to open it up yet. I know what it is. For all of you that don't know what it is, I'm not going to ruin it for you. But what's in there could be very useful in fighting the Holy Nation. I'm not ready to pop that lid open yet. All right, let's head over to the scrap house and avoid walking in the puddles. Our Greenlanders and Scorchlanders and Shek don't need to melt any more than they already are. Wow, there's iron spiders right outside of the scrap house. Scrap house guards, you are doing a really shabby job. You should be ashamed. Well, at least they're taking them out. Alright, so I came down here to spend some cash, because I have over $500,000 in cats. And I could probably stand to buy some weapons. So, Eagle Cross Specialists look good to me. I'm going to check all the Eagle Cross first. Yeah, they have enough specialists to outfit every single one in specialists. They have some masterwork too, so let's go ahead and buy that on green. And Silver Shade. This old high one will sell. This specialist one will go to Hobbs. Hobbs will sell his high one. Miu, you get a specialist. Crumble gets a specialist. Stubbs, guess what? Alright, everyone has specialists or better now. That's great. I'm just going to quickly check blueprints, although it's unlikely they have any that I need. No, they don't. Now I'm looking for MK3s, or maybe 2s, but probably 3s for weapons. Or not MKs, Edge 3s. Sorry. I said MK, and you guys are probably like, why? Why MK3? That's garbage. I haven't seen anything beyond Edge 1 yet. Oh, here's a Paladin Cross Edge 3. I'm going to go ahead and buy it. I don't know who's going to train on Paladin Cross, but they're pretty good against robots, so they'll be useful. Staff Edge 3, forget it. What's really funny is staves normally don't... I mean, they have a little bit of cutting damage, I don't know. The Edge Walkers, depending on who manufactures them, they come with different bonuses. So Edge Walkers, for instance, have a bit of an edge bonus, as you can imagine. And some are a little heavier, some do more blunt damage, so on and so forth. I think it's just that Flesh Cleaver. Oh, no, here's a Combat Cleaver. Combat Cleavers are pretty good against robots as well. But I don't think Heavy Polearm... I don't know. Maybe I'll buy the Heavy Polearm too. I'll check to see if I have anyone that's particularly skilled in hackers, because I'm not going to buy a hacker type weapon that I'm not all that interested in if I don't have anyone that's really good at hacker weapons. Foreign Saber, heck yes. Foreign Sabers are really, really good defensive weapons. Okay, I think we are through and through with all of what they have to offer. So the Foreign Saber is going to go to Kang, because this Meito Ninja Blade sucks. And Kang is very good with sabers. And that will up his defensive skill and DPS a lot. This Meito weapon is going to go to Beep. Yes, he already has one, now he has two. The Meito Ninja Blade is not so good. So that's why I'm happy to trade that off. Janes has an Edge 1 polearm. Now he has an Edge 3 polearm. And then the last weapon I have is a Paladin's Cross. At the moment, I don't think I have anyone that can take the weight of it. So I'm going to hold on to it until I have stronger characters, when I've trained them in strength a bit more. This place isn't really known for its bionics, or robotics, I should call it. And, ooh, more Eagle's Crosses that I overlooked. Well, I have the money, so let's go ahead and upgrade. Alright, so I have all but 2 have Master Eagle Crosses. And I've spent almost half my cash. I kind of wish they would sort them by quality here, and not however they sorted them. I don't even know how they sorted them. It seems random to me, almost entirely. Okie doke. So we're done with that. The slowest is probably still Sadneil at 20. Sadneil sped up from this triple a bit. And Sadneil is going to take us somewhat south. I don't want to run through all the holy places at the moment. I think what I'm going to need to do is have everyone exit first. Okay, and then follow Sadneil. And Sadneil is going to take this bounty to Squin. So far, the fog, I think, has worked, as I have noticed that Seto's constantly being attacked, and as a result, has much higher strength training than she would have otherwise. And this little fog guy, if I could click him, martial arts skill isn't all that threatening yet, nor is his dex. So perfect. That is a very solid solution. Just abduct a fog. Let the fog do it. Oof. Don't swim, please. Jane's happens to be slower. So let's follow Jane's out of here. I like how they scream, "Don't go in the water," as they go in the water. I'm just going to have to manually steer because we are getting spritzed. Oh, there is some berserkers coming to Rhadamant to mess with me. Glad I'm heading home. I just noticed that, so let's check. Challenger of the Undefeated from the berserkers. They want a rematch. Let's take a look back home. I don't see any red dots any close, so I have some time. Oh, the old Tower of Ninjas. Alright, the acid rain has stopped. We will slowly be recovering our limbs and whatnot, and we're going to head straight to Squin. Poor Hamet. Although, weird that Skinner's Rome would remind you of your wife. Your wife smelled weird. Alright. I didn't want to be fighting into the wall. But yeah, this is very efficient strength training. So this, I think, is a cannibal raid? Nope. Just dust bandits. Or dust bandits and the berserkers. I have no idea where the berserkers are, though. Oh, we're walking straight past Holy Mines. We're actually going to walk right past the Holy Outpost, too, but I don't think there's much going on in there anymore. We're also teching up like crazy. So our batteries are going to have higher capacity. You're just fog. I'm keeping an eye open for the berserkers, but they haven't showed themselves yet. Yes, strength train like crazy. What is Rhadamant at? 39? So she's about to surpass Rhadamant. And he is the strongest other than Agnew. That's how effective this is. Although Seto is getting hit a bit. Her chest is down a little bit. Nothing that concerns me yet. And of course, if she gets knocked out, Pengu gets dropped. Pengu will school that hive so quickly. It ain't even a fight, so in the long run, I'm not all that worried. This can't go that wrong, unlike fighting Ponk or Screamer, where it could go wrong in so many different ways. The chief one that comes to mind is Screamer or Ponk knocks me out, grabs my sword, kills us both, breaks the gate, kills everyone else at home, and then walks off, having killed off all the homestanders and the trainers all at once. That is what could happen if these guys got out. So I'm glad that these simple metal cages keep them in. In fact, it looks like they could just slide out. There's not even crossbars there. I don't even see how that's keeping them in there. But I'm glad it is. I'm very, very glad it is. Well, I guess this Raid of the Undefeated is going to have to be for next episode because I'm just about out of time. If you have any feedback for me or suggestions on future endeavors for this series, drop me a line. I wanted to give a big thank you to everyone that provided feedback for this episode. So Sokar, Legolas Guck, Andrez, Luke O'Keefe, Ron, Yezerul, all of you, thank you very much. If you would like to contribute to this series, all you got to do is hop on Discord or drop me a message in on YouTube and let me know, give me a hot tip about something to do. And if I end up using it, I'll credit you. Thank you all for watching, and I'll have to catch you all next time. Adios.